Hey guys, what's up? It is Mandy from Louie and Bougie here. I have an exciting video for you guys today as per usual. I am going to be showing you guys a 4-year wear and tear as well as an honest review on my Louis Vuitton Speedy 30 in the Monogram canvas. It is the classic Speedy, so it's not the bandouliere version, which is like the crossbody strap. So it's just the classic Speedy 30. So I'm really excited to show you guys and tell you guys more about this bag. If you're interested in watching and seeing my review as well as the wear and tear, then make sure to keep on watching. So this is my bag. This is my beauty. 4 years old. You would never know she's 4 years old just by looking at her. I've tried to keep her in really great condition. This is my first ever Louis Vuitton piece, so it is super special to me that this is the first piece that I ever received from Louis Vuitton 4 years ago on my 21st birthday. So it definitely holds a very special place in my heart for sure, although I will be honest with you guys, I have been considering selling this bag just because I haven't been getting a lot of use and wear out of this particular item, and I will go into that with you guys as to why I haven't really been wearing it that much, which explains why it is also in such good condition. But of course I also like to really take good care of my bags as well, so I'm going to show you guys my beautiful bag here. So we'll go into the wear and tear on the bag first, and then I'll give you guys my honest review on this particular item and bag, things that you guys should know before purchasing this bag if you're interested in it. So of course this is a classic Louis Vuitton piece as well as the Neverfull. So those are like the two most popular, most classic pieces that Louis Vuitton is always consistently selling. I don't believe they're going to stop selling those pieces anytime soon. So this is the beauty. I'm going to show you guys. So this is a 4-year-old Speedy. And like I said, you would never know by looking at it. So this is the canvas. As you can see, the canvas over time does get squishier and it does get more flexible, which is a really nice perk of this bag. It is definitely a slouchier bag. As you guys can see, it does have that flexibility, that slouchiness. So it's a very kind of carefree kind of material, and it becomes very slouchy over time, which I'm totally okay with because that's how this bag is supposed to be. You guys can also get bag organizers or base shapers. However, I did get a base shaper and I don't recommend doing that just because it can show wear on the corners of your bag. So definitely do not recommend getting a base shaper for this particular item, but if you wanted to maybe get like a bag organizer that's made of like felt or something, that's definitely something to consider. So as you guys can see, the vachetta leather has patinaed, which is when the leather handles get darker over time. And you guys know that with all the vachetta pieces from Louis Vuitton, it will get darker with more exposure to the sun and more use and things of that nature. When I originally bought this bag, these were like a stark white color, and they do not stay that way. So you just have to keep that in mind if you are looking to get the Monogram canvas with the vachetta leather. You know that it is going to change color over time to this pretty kind of like honey color. I really love it, honestly, the way that this collar looks when it is patinaed versus when it is stark white. Even though it does look very pretty like that as well, I do think that this tan color does look very beautiful as well. And then it has the little zipper pull here, which also has the vachetta. And then you have the tabs on the side of the bag that has the vachetta, as well as the piping across each side will have vachetta leather as well. So there's a decent amount of vachetta on this bag for sure, like definitely more so than some other Monogram pieces, so definitely keep that in mind as well. Of course, the Neverfull, if you get the Neverfull in the Monogram canvas, that will have quite a bit because the whole entire trim around the top as well as the straps is vachetta leather. So this definitely does also have quite a bit of vachetta on this bag as well. So as you can see, that's somewhere that this bag has is that my vachetta leather has patinaed over time. I've been super careful, like I said, which is kind of the reason why I am considering selling this, because I don't use it a lot, because I'm always so worried about, you know, getting it caught in the rain or in snow or any of those kinds of conditions. I have to make 100% sure that it's not going to rain that day, otherwise I won't take out this bag. And that's why I have been able to keep it in such good condition. But I will tell you guys, I have a couple of water spots here and there on the vachetta leather that I got by accident if I was caught in the rain or something, or by just like spilling water, like if I was drinking water, just spilling it by accident. I can show you guys one of them right here. I have more on the zipper pull than I do on the handles, but if you guys can kind of see that discoloration on the strap, I know it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little bit of discoloration like right here on the strap. So that little bit of discoloration, I think you guys can see that. That is a watermark that I did get on the bag. I also have watermarks, more watermarks on this zipper pull that you guys can see. This is a little bit more prevalent, so you can see right there. They're right there. Yep. And then I think I had one on the top, but I'm not sure if I had it. I think it's mostly on the bottom of the zipper pull. But honestly, those are the only watermarks I have are on this zipper pull, and then a couple on the handles as well. You know, just from spilling water by accident or getting caught in the rain one day. But like I say, you know, I'm really, really careful when it comes to bringing this bag out. I'm just always worried, you know, you kind of have to baby it a little bit with the vachetta leather, which is why I'm not a super huge fan of the vachetta, and I haven't used this bag nearly as much as I would like. But that's just some of the wear and tear that you guys should be aware of if you are planning on getting in the Monogram canvas. You know, you have to be careful with this vachetta leather, and just know that it is going to patina over time. You also shouldn't wear any kinds of lotions or things on your hands when touching this untreated leather, because over time the dirt will actually build up and change the color of the handles to make it darker right here. I've seen a lot of people have that happen to their vachetta bags, so definitely, you know, recommend that if you do carry this bag, make sure you don't have anything on your hands, like no sunscreen, no lotion, nothing like that, because this is untreated leather, so it will absorb anything that is on your hands, including your own oils from your natural oils that you create over time. And, you know, if it's hot out or something like that, like sweat, like all of those things, just keep in mind that will get absorbed into these handles. In terms of the rest of the bag, as you guys can see, the canvas is basically flawless. I mean, there's not anything wrong with it. Like I said, it's getting, you know, more flexible over time. It's squishy and flexible because, you know, I've used and put a lot of things in this bag, so it's kind of, you know, not stretched out, but become more flexible than it was when I originally got it, which is great, because it does, you know, kind of give you more space and more room, and you don't have to worry about like keeping the structure of the bag. This is definitely not a structured bag, so yeah, this canvas, as you can see, looks flawless. It looks honestly so new. I brought this store actually, brought this bag to the Louis Vuitton store actually, and they said it looks like it's in such good condition. Like, it does not look like it's 4 years old. You would never know, other than the patina, that, you know, it's more than like a year or two old. So it's really great. I don't have any wear and tear on the corners of the bag. No wear and tear on the piping of the bag either. You know, it's all in very good condition. Same with this side as well, all very good condition. And the tabs are also very good as well. There's no watermarks or water stains on that either. In terms of the interior of the bag, there's nowhere, because like I say, I don't use this bag nearly as much as I would like to. You know, it does have more vachetta right on the zipper pocket on the inside here, but as you can see, there's no watermarks, there's no stains, nothing like that. I don't put any liquids in my purses, and if I do, I put it inside of like a cosmetic case or something of that nature, but I typically don't put any liquids inside of my luxury handbags unless they are in like a Ziploc bag inside of like a cosmetic bag, because I want to avoid any kind of leaking or things of that nature. But as you can see, you know, this works very well. The hardware on the bag is excellent still, like the zipper is smooth as butter, as per usual with all Louis Vuitton zippers. I haven't had to get anything replaced on this bag. The zipper pull also works very well as well, the, you know, general zipper pull that I have here. And there's a little bit of wear, but that's to be expected. Like on the hardware, there's like a little bit of, you know, like discoloration from over time. Like you can see, like the Louis Vuitton is like a little discolored, but not anything crazy. You guys probably can't even see it or tell in the camera. I can only really see it on my end, but yeah. And there's no wear whatsoever on the inside of the bag either, so you can really fit a lot into this bag. They call it the black hole bag for a reason, because honestly, you're like reaching and reaching to find things, because you know, it's an endless pit of like things that you can put in here, honestly. So you guys can see how wide it is, the opening and everything for the Speedy 30. This is not the largest size Speedy. There's a Speedy 35, I believe there's a 40 and a 45 too, and maybe even a 50. They have a lot of sizes in the Speedy, but this is definitely the most popular one. It's kind of like the medium size bag. You know, there's the 25 too, which is like the smallest version, but I personally wanted to have the 30 so I could have a bit more room to fit everything I need, but also I wanted to have like a wider opening. With the 25, the opening isn't as wide, so it's a little bit harder to get your belongings. So I really wanted to make sure I had a wide enough opening to be able to grab and go and get everything that I need. So yeah, so this is my 4-year-old Speedy baby. Like I said, I'm gonna tell you guys, you know, my honest opinion and feedback about this piece. Things to keep in mind, again, the vachetta leather. If you're not comfortable, you know, babying the bag, then maybe that this is not the best piece for you, just because if you do bring it out in the rain and the snow, you just have to be mindful that you're probably going to get watermarks or water damage on the bag. If you don't care about that sort of thing, then that's fine, but for me in particular, I'm not a fan of the way that the water spots look, and like I say, I don't have like a ton of them on my bag, but even the few ones that I did get, I was like, oh my god, really? You know, so that's definitely something to be mindful of. Another thing to be mindful of is if you like a structured bag, this is also not the bag for you, because like I say, it comes really slouchy over time. Like it has this slouchiness to it, and the canvas is super flexible, so it does have this slouchier look, especially when you put things in the bag. Like right now there's nothing in this bag, so you know, except for paperwork and a granola bar. So once you fill this bag, it is going to have a little bit more sag. So if you don't like that look, then this is probably not the bag for you, or the bag style for you, because Louis Vuitton has a lot more structured bags alternatives as well. So yeah, if you're not a fan of that, then I wouldn't recommend this bag. Another thing also to keep in mind is these handles, right? So this is not the bandolier version with the crossbody strap. This is a top handle bag, so you wear it either over the crook of your arm like this, you put it in your hands like this. Like those are the two main ways to wear this bag, because you know, you just have these top handle straps. So keep in mind, if you are a person that really likes to fill your handbags, this does get heavy. So if you think you're going to be able to survive an entire day shopping with this bag and you fill it up with a bunch of stuff, you're going to really be sore the next day. Like my arm was actually hurting me one time when I brought this shopping with me, because I had like, you know, a wallet, I had, you know, my normal stuff, wallet, cosmetic case, things of that nature in this bag. But be mindful, if you're walking around all day with this on the crook of your arm, it's going to get super heavy. So just keep that in mind if you're not a fan of, you know, carrying something around like this all day and you're worried about it getting heavy on your arm and things like that, then this is probably not the version that you should get. You should probably consider getting the bandouliere version. I don't regret not getting the bandouliere version with the crossbody strap because I like the way this looks. Like aesthetically, it's like the classic Speedy. So this is the one, you know, that Audrey Hepburn carried in the size 25. You know, when I think Speedy, this is what the design I think of, whereas the crossbody version is the more modern version of the Speedy. So nothing against that version. I think it's very beautiful as well, but you know, I really wanted something that was timeless Louis Vuitton, and the Monogram canvas with these top handles was really something that I thought would be a timeless piece that I would have, you know, for a long time. But because of the heaviness that the bag can get, as well as, you know, the vachetta, that's the reason why I don't really carry this bag very much. You know, a lot of the times I have it stored in my dust bag, or I have it, you know, on my little shelving that I have with some of my other bags. So I really don't grab this piece nearly as much as I would like to grab this piece, and I have not worn it nearly as much as I would like to, mainly because of the vachetta. But I know now that they are creating other versions of the Speedy or limited edition versions that don't have the vachetta leather for the handles, so definitely check those out, as well as other alternatives. But of course, this is such a beautiful, pretty piece, and it is a very special piece to me because this was my first ever Louis Vuitton purchase at the age of 21 for my birthday. So it does have a special place in my heart for me. I may or may not sell in the future. I'm not sure yet. I haven't made that decision. It's hard for me to let it go because it is such a classic and timeless piece, and it does hold a very special value to me, so we'll see. But I hope you guys keep that in mind. I hope this is helpful. And I hope you enjoyed this review, as well as the wear and tear on my Speedy 30 in the Monogram canvas. If you have any questions or anything, let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you are excited to see some more content from me, then make sure to subscribe. And if you want to see more fashion and beauty content that I post, make sure to check out my Instagram, which is at Louis and Bougie, spelled exactly the same as this YouTube handle. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night whenever you're watching this. I love you guys so much. Bye.